Fargo Center. Checking out the 76ers, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And when you're entering a borderline must-win game, if you're the coach of this team, give me your best coach.
Well, I'm going to bring it in, guys, bring it in. So listen up. You know, we can't change anything that we've done. We've gotten here for a reason. There's no reason to change what you've done.
Let's go!
You're good enough. Yeah. You're good enough right now.
Let's play.
Right now. Right here, right now. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here.
Are you talking
But you're right here.
What?
And I'm an assistant coach. Maybe this team needs a little pressure. Playing without urgency is helping put them in this situation. Maybe pressure can get them out of it. Ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, team. And you can tell it's the playoffs by the atmosphere in this locker room. Guys trying to stay loose, but there's a serious focus, a serious undertone. A look from above the incredible City Hall building here at our broadcast location tonight, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcasts, and on TV, the terrific Bill Simmons. Bill, great to have you.
And now for somebody who's playing a video game at 3 in the morning. That's my next.
Thank
that's
you
the
very
next
much.
phase for me.
But isn't this a great venue for
This is great.
I know.
This is great. They're half asleep. My voice is waking them up.
Bill
I'm excited.
Simmons is terrific.
Yeah. Wake up. I'm talking to you.
DA, take it away.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly, but Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, "Can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here." Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And standing over 7 feet, weighing over 250 pounds, it's hard for Embiid to avoid those injuries that plague so many big men, but he in particular seems brittle.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that all the seasons he missed was probably a red flag for that front. It's going to come down to conditioning and us reading a story in August one summer where it's like Joel Embiid has completely changed his body and stopped drinking milkshakes and stopped having 4 meals a day and all this stuff. He actually, I think, is underrated as a great player because if you look at the rim protection stats for him, he is as dominant defensively as he is offensively when he has it going. And he can affect the game even if he's carrying a lot of weight and he's not playing that well. I would love to see him in shape.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guard. Daniel Tice out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Cantor in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Walker the pass to Brown. Rebound by the 76ers. Come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg. If you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
The try by Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket.
Tice passes to Walker, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Harris against Brown. Harris's shot is good. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space.
Landing space.
All that stuff, like
Well, what would you call
load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is it?
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know. Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Here's Brown after Ben Simmons' bucket. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cantor, the pass to Smart. Now Walker. And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
It's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway, but there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here is Brown after Josh Richardson was able to get the triple to end the drought. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dump the basketball.
throw good from Brown. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Richardson. Passes to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And that one misses. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And we
There's
also,
nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care
Our name
about
is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. The 76ers shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Harris drops them both. Celtics trail by 13. With it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Embiid with the block. Simmons against Walker. And Embiid throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Cantor, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Alec Burks checked in for the 76ers. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
So you
see
mean
your
sneakers,
clothes.
hats,
Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks?
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Gloves?
deals? Where's our
Well,
endorsement
if
deal
they
money?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
Here's Brown. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Walker, and the layup is good.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against Wynn.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Here's Simmons. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Embiid inside. He's covered by Cantor. Embiid, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
want?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did it in
together.
high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had a big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, when did I get paid for this?
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah. Here's Harris. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And the 76ers making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. The 76ers leading by 15. Outside, Simmons. Here's Harris. Dishes to O'Quinn. Knocked away. Here's Wanamaker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Green kicks to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Brown. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Brown's got 8.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Harris. O'Quinn trying to free himself up, and the basket by Harris. He's got 8.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Poirier. On the wing, Green. Burks covering. Here's Brown. That one goes. Count it.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players,
And still stay competitive.
build
so
the
they kept the
nucleus.
momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
250 pounds with broad shoulders. Kyle O'Quinn, tough to contain this guy inside.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
See, here's yet another second-round pick in Kyle O'Quinn, who has proven himself to be a quality role player. This is a big man who plays with tremendous physicality.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So he gets them both. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker. Burks covering. Right wing. Here's Poirier. Off target from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Burks, and it's blocked. Wanamaker looking over the floor and finished off by Brown.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Now, here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And the 76ers lead by 13. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 13. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
On the court for the Celtics, they've got Jaylen Brown. So Williams out there, and it's Green in at the 2. Hilton the pass to Embiid.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Phil, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed, no conference playoff format years ago. I think they're really worried about the travel, though. And they've looked at it, and they've really studied it. And they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1, and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. Pulls up on the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thibault, and the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Wanamaker. Drops in the tray.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Green up on top. Passes it to Wanamaker. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Richardson, no luck.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Green, the pass to Wanamaker. Richardson against Williams. There's Brown with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 19 points for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
From deep, Richardson doesn't go that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Milton, the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Al Horford is checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton and then for Boston. Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. Smart comes in for Green, and it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And so he hits both. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Walker dishes to Brown. Smart deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Kanter kicks to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tice. Second chance effort. Kanter's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Tice, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 6. The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice.
This is what makes him a challenge much to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Walker. He dishes it to Cantor. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Walker. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Walker's got 6.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Thibault. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Richardson outside. Fires the 3. They get it back. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got his first points of the night.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Right at the free throw line. Walker's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Korkmaz. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's Walker. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Richardson outside. Back to Embiid, and it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis. Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Here's Walker after the Sixers pick up 2. With the floater, and Embiid with the block.
Well, we know this. When Enes Kanter is engaged, this guy is an effective offensive force. The defense has got to be on point.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Good from Cantor.
Well, to me, guys, you've got to know who you are. And Enes Kanter has a great sense of what he does well. Excellent low post game, superb rebounder, understands how to use his body. I love this guy.
And Cantor drops them both. Now Simmons, 10 points for him. Passes it to Horford. On the wing, Harris. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Brown. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Simmons. Softly drops in the floater. Simmons got 12 in the game.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Now here's Brown. He's got 21. Williams gets the bucket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Richardson against Smart. Richardson the pass to Horford. Over Williams. That's good from Horford on the assist by Richardson. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to contest shots no matter where Al Horford is on the floor. That time he's working the mid-range.
Smart kicks to Brown. Here's Walker on the money from 12 feet away. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Richardson against Walker. Back to Harris. It's blocked. And here's Smart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Chalk up 2 there.
Kev, don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Now here's Simmons. 7-point differential. Richardson, no luck.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Cantor throws it down.
Well, this is Enes Kanter's comfort zone. At the rack in a hurry.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Alec Burks checked in for Josh Richardson. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. The Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. On defense, the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup.
Walker with it. He's got 10. Brown drives in, and Horford pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's Walker, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bill, we so appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with us. Always feels like there's so much more to talk about, which means we got to get you back here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
Well, I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Walker against Burks. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy is not going to back away from a challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Green comes in for Brown. Free throw, no good for Burks.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Walker dishes to Williams. Back to Walker. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. On deep. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. Checking out the 76ers. They've come out with the clear intention of turning this series around. Down 2-0, this is basically their last chance to salvage the series, and so far it looks like they're up to the challenge. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Simmons against Walker. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Harris. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Horford the pass to Embiid. Excellent D from Cancer.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's the feed to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The kick out to Brown. Outside Williams from downtown. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 11. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Richardson outside, takes the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Simmons inside. Working on Walker. No good from Simmons.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Richardson. He has 5. Inside. Out to Harris. Here's Richardson. 6 to shoot. High post, Embiid. Second shot opportunity. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Richardson against Smart. To the inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Harris.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Philadelphia. Free throw good from Brown. Philadelphia with the ball. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Walker taking his time here. There's the pass to Tice. Over Richardson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's deflected, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Lock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Bible. The 76ers again can't hit it. Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Walker. 10 points for him. To the wing right side. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 5. And Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Down low. Walker's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Smart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Walker the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's O'Quinn.
You don't necessarily have to be explosive. For O'Quinn there with the solid frame, it's about being smart and drawing contact.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. 76ers making a switch here. Brooks is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Celtics trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Brown. Williams kicks to Cantor. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Cantor's got 6 points.
Well, that's the catch and shoot ability of Enes Kanter. Always gets himself squared.
Pass to Simmons. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 10. Kicks to Brown. Back to Wanamaker. Knocked loose. Simmons with it. Williams picks him up. From 12 feet out. And the shot is long. Celtics trail by 10. Burks with the double team. Williams passes to Cantor. Pass to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. Here's Wanamaker. It's hauled in by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Embiid trying to break loose. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Wanamaker. No good off the back of the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Celtics trail by 14. Smart passes to Wanamaker. To the middle. Can they get it? And scoring with the play inside is Cantor. Cantor's got 8.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Now Simmons, he's got 20. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Brown throws it down.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Now here's Burks. He's got 8. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Cantor, the pass to Brown. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Celtics trail by 12. There's the dish to Cantor. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Austin with the ball. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Outside Williams. The Celtics need to get a shot off. From deep. Wanamaker misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Smart. Poked loose. Stolen by Smart. And he comes up with the deuce. Smart's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Harris passes to Burks. Here's Milton, guarded by Smart. Ball's knocked loose. Misses off the right iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Milton. Back to Burks. Fires from deep. And Boston with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Shots good by Green.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
On the wing, Harris.